Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. A solid stiff arm. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Got him with the hard count.
And that'll be a free
Aaron Rodgers.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert. Don't
the
jump
veteran
early and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now Rodgers. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way.
And that's the bad part about Aaron Rodgers. He is a veteran. He ain't got the arm like he used to. Oh, man. That was a bad throw.
And don't you think that both offenses
I'm thinking,
really catching
see, I'm trying to slide it right by that guy's ear.
turnovers that we've seen early. I think teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
I tried to make a 2012 Aaron Rodgers throw right there.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here we go.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run forward Marks. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now it's Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Rodgers again now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, you block over here. 26. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 87 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way. Back into this game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. his throw here is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Noel. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On the quick, right? 18.
Here's Stroud. Open man is Higgins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easy.
Menu narration set to 100.
Done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, standing that time from Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They set up the screen, Marks. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Oh, man, they almost fooled us with that screen right there. Good thing I called his own defense. We stayed wide of the play. Otherwise, if we had blitzed up field, that would have been a touchdown.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
319. 319 up.
down. Fights forward.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Rodgers going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the
Got him on that inside shake route, Furmuth.
Way to convert on third down there.
Stepped up in the pocket the last second. They had a good defense on it, but Rodgers put it around the money on the short passes.
You get him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here. As the
Oh, my gosh.
to the 20.
Just threw it up there for grabs to DK Metcalf, and he let him down. DK Metcalf, man. Wow. He didn't even
throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
It's a nice spiral. He didn't even get in position. He didn't even fight for the ball. DK Metcalf, man. Wow. You got to fight for better position than them. That backside throw.
Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick. Not good at all.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They run straight ahead with Marks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Stroud looking to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That'll be
as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A handoff for Warren.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and 4.
The tight end in motion right. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down, Houston.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Stroud to throw it. He'll find Marks out of the backfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jaden Higgins
from 3 yards out.
And the Texans are able to widen their advantage.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 88.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 41, this is second and a yard.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Zoom.
Now Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin
From 19 yards away.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Stroud working out of the gun. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
This Pittsburgh offense led by Calvin Austin running back out.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to work.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 5.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Austin brings in the quick throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Rodgers to throw once more. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, I tell you, man, the ability to adjust route depth individually has changed the game, man. That play was set up with that ability to do that.
Boswell for the extra.
Took advantage of that hole in the coverage.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time a 9-play drive.
Steelers coming back.
Steelers finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a heck of a move, man. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Man, Aaron Rodgers with 41 attempts already, man. Get that man some ice. He got 41 pass attempts in one half.
We are just about ready for the start of the second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On the give, it's Warren.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll begin on the ground with Marks.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
On the handoff, Marks.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Marks now on 1st and 10. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
You know it really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5.
From out of the gun, here's Marks. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
On the quick, right? On 18. That's it.
Here's Stroud.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Stroud looking to throw. That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers again now. That is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. C.J. Stroud ready to lead the Texans on their next drive.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The tight formation here. It's 3rd and a yard. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, where usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak, there though it worked on 3rd. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Motion man left is Kirk. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, the turnover fest continues.
Oh, my God, that is the biggest play of the game. That might have saved the Steelers right there because they were getting ready to put this away, man. Go ahead, stretch your stuff. Stretch your stuff, motherfucker. Stretch your stuff, motherfucker. You just saved the Steelers.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They toss it to Warren.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side is
God damn it, DK. Catch that, man.
Here's another example on that
DK Metcalf is a headache, man. God. All that talent, but he just teases you, man. He never plays to his ability, man.
Times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's got some space here. Through the middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston.
What the hell was that? This guy hit this. That was some piss-poor pursuit. This guy makes a Barry Sanders move with the middle of the line. He's gone for 60 yards. Come on, Steelers.
They've done a nice job on him in the first half.
Come on with that play, man.
Occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Rodgers now to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin,
His second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. Additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And again, that second score here in the third quarter.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out of the gun, it's Marks. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Up the middle, it's Marks. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins from 21 yards away.
And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Stroud going to give to Marks.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Woody Marks,
a 23-yard run.
And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now out come the Steelers.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And this one too low.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
This brother got 7 drops. But yet he's been so dominant. This dude is... DK Metcalf is a very funny individual. He can be so dominant and so inconsistent. How you gonna have that many yards but have 7 drops?
Now Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal.
For the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. 2nd and 9. The handoff, it's Marks.
What a spin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
158 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the give, here's Marks. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Stroud to throw it.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here's Stroud. Ogunbowale on the screen.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. That third down conversion good for 23. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Stroud.
Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
At the 43-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, guys, this is the type of game that get coaches fired, man. This is this. Steve, look at this defense. They're just getting manhandled, man. We're calling good D. They're just not executing. Plays aren't the problem. It's the way it's playing out. Man, Steelers, man, how do they even? And then they have a home playoff game playing like this. Look at this. It's just getting manhandled, man. Wow.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner.
This is bad, man.
Sometimes you see the consequences when you're.
And the Texans didn't even have a quick start to the game. They still scored 52 points. Oh, my God. Look at this. Touchdown almost. This is ridiculous.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They just pushing these guys around right now.
They'll run with Chubb. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
Let's just get the game over with, man. I'm not even going
and they will take a knee
to just
here.
run it out, man. It's just this is just Aaron Rodgers' final game, probably. Let's just get this over with.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football.
This should be a rule in football. When it gets like this, just kneel. Don't even run no more plays.
Search for a consolation score.
Just.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Mercifully, it's over, folks. Wow. Man, either Texas defense is really that good or, man, we couldn't do diddly-poo, as the saying goes. Man, they just, look at that. Defensively.
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Look how well they cover, though. Even though we made that play, he was still covering the right way. Oh, boy. There's your finish, guys. The Texans are going to blow out the Steelers this weekend. C.J. Stroud's going to pass for 5 touchdowns and go 81% from the field. Get out of here with that completion percentage. That's a little fake, man. That's what they got to fix about, man. There's way too much this laser QB, have more realistic completion percentages, man. Again, this happens every single game when I play this. I'm noticing this. Like, the computer always catches everything while you have, like, an amazing amount of drops. Let's take a look here. The Texans, they only had one drop the entire game, guys. All those passes. One guy dropped the ball. Nobody dropped anything. The Steelers, look at that. 4 drops by him. 1 drop. That's 5. Hold on, let me go ahead and zone it. That's over 8. That's close. That's 7 drops. It's ridiculous, man. Needs to be fixed. But anyway, I digress. Hope you guys enjoyed the game, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.